For the second time this year, the Guadalupe River forces people to flee their homes, shutting down a major freeway.
The Guadalupe rose early and caught a lot of people on River Street by surprise.
This river came up so fast, it was unbelievable.
Floodwaters have jumped the banks of the Guadalupe River many times in years past.
The heavy rains, coupled with the river flooding, then overtook the city's storm drains, exceeding their capacity.
The news coverage from those rainy seasons reminds us of how vulnerable we've been when a series of powerful storms moves through the valley. While an overflowing Guadalupe has been overwhelming at times, the river has always played an important role in connecting us to the valley's past.
The river has probably been flowing through this valley for thousands of years. We have uncovered mammoth bones in the creek bank a few years ago. During the construction of the lower and the downtown Guadalupe projects, we uncovered many artifacts of Ohlone tribes. It's quite likely that Spanish explorers who came through here in the 1700s camped along its banks. And when this valley was filled with acres and acres of orchards and crops, this river probably watered all of those, or many of those areas. And at that time, the valley was known as the Valley of Heart's Delight.
Since the Santa Clara Valley Water District completed its flood protection projects in downtown San Jose and El Viso, people in those areas don't have the kinds of worries they once did, and they get to enjoy the scenery much more now.
When the lower and the downtown Guadalupe projects were constructed and designed, the idea was to allow people access to the river. So there are trails, there are steps that come down to the river, even in the heart of the city, that allow people to come and just experience a part of nature that has been provided to us.
Catherine Oven is one of the Water District's managers overseeing the final leg of the Guadalupe project known as Upper Guad. That's the area of the river between Interstate 280 and Blossom Hill Road. That part of the river has flooded 5 times in the last 25 years. The flood in January of 1995 significantly damaged 150 homes and shut down Highway 87 and the nearby light rail line. As we did with the downtown Guadalupe project, the Water District is partnering with the Army Corps of Engineers for the new project, which will provide flood protection to more than 7,000 homes and businesses in San Jose. Funding comes from a parcel tax passed by Santa Clara County voters in November of 2000. It's one of the 9 construction projects the district took on as part of the Clean Safe Creeks and Natural Flood Protection Plan. We've already started laying the groundwork with construction of the Willow Glen Way Bridge, and we've purchased land along the river to expand the natural floodplain. In addition to keeping residents safe, the project is also environmentally sensitive, allowing better opportunities for upstream migration of Chinook salmon and steelhead trout. The project is a huge endeavor, but it's worth it to protect us from floods and to take care of our natural resources.
We want the communities to know that the river provides a reminder to us that we share the planet with wildlife. And it's important for us, it's a privilege as well as a responsibility to have that wildlife right at our back door, but it is a responsibility to preserve and nurture the existence of that wildlife and the ecosystem around it for generations to come.